Have you ever had a job where you just knew you didn't belong there? Hi, I'm Harlow Reed, creator of the HR Insider, and today I want to talk with you about something that doesn't show up in your employee file, but shapes everything about your life at work: alignment. You see, I've learned the hard way that there's no need to force connection with people or with the job. Early in my career, I thought I had to be a low maintenance employee to be seen as competent, to be well liked. I believed professionalism meant perfect composure at all times, no emotional edges, no visible doubt, and I've heard it more than once. You're too perfect, or you try too hard, or you try too hard to be perfect. But I know now, what people really meant was, I can't connect with you. And that really stung because at the time, I did want to be a part of the environment that I was in. But here's what I've realized: the right role, the right company, and the right team, they won't ask you to dim your light or to break yourself to become something you're not. They won't see your strength as intimidating. They'll actually see it as valuable. They will celebrate you. In the right environment, your authenticity isn't a liability. It's exactly what makes you thrive. And in my video, Bullied, Ostracized, and Fired, I share a story about a woman who never really fit in at her job either, but not because she was unqualified. She was extremely competent but it was her competence that intimidated the surgeons and medical professionals that she worked with. It was because the culture there demanded sameness. It demanded silence. And when she didn't conform, they pushed her out. That's what happens in toxic spaces. They don't just reject your work, they reject you. And in my video called Workplace Investigations: How to Tell When It's a Lie, I talked about another employee whose employer conducted a so called investigation without even speaking to her. What does that say? That you're not valued, that your voice doesn't matter. And when you're in a place like that, no amount of performance or perfection will ever protect you. I've also seen workplaces where there's this quiet tension, an unspoken battle between celebrating ingenuity and enforcing conformity. If you find yourself in a space like that, take a step back and really recognize what's happening. If the atmosphere has turned dark and you're being pressured to conform, not grow, not evolve, but shrink, it's time to start planning your exit, because staying in a toxic environment that goes against who you are, that doesn't just wear you down, it erodes you. And that's exactly what happened to Susan Baldwin. In my video called She Had 5 Pages of Evidence, I talk about how Susan did everything right. She documented what she experienced, she reported it, she followed the process, and she still paid the price. Why? Because the culture, it was already compromised. There was no way she could win. But when it's right, when your environment is where you're supposed to be, you'll know it. When you find a job where you don't have to contort yourself, you'll feel it. Your work will feel meaningful and it will be fulfilling. The connections will feel natural and you'll stop second guessing every word, and you'll know this is what alignment feels like. You were never meant to shrink to fit in. None of us are. We are all meant to be seen, to be heard, and to be respected at work, not just for what we're doing and our productivity, but for who we are, for what it means to be you. And if you're in a place that threatens or treats your authenticity as a problem, that's not your tribe. That's your warning sign. If you want to explore this more, watch my video on HR investigations gone wrong, because it's one of my most watched videos and it breaks down how a broken culture reveals itself through silence, dismissal, and control. Or check out Workplace Retaliation Explained, where I walk through what happens when someone speaks up and gets punished for it. Because misalignment doesn't just feel bad, it can also be dangerous. You don't have to break yourself to belong. The right people won't be turned off by your excellence, they'll actually appreciate it. And the right job won't silence your voice, it will amplify it. And the right company will never ask you to be someone else. It'll give you room to be exactly who you are. If this video spoke to you, don't ignore that feeling. You deserve to be in a place where you're valued. And if you want more real stories and HR insights, hit that subscribe button because I post new videos every week to help you navigate the workplace with clarity and confidence. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you in the next video.